Listen up, because I'm about to drop some truth that could change your life. Take a look around you. Who are you spending your time with? Are they pushing you to be better? Are they challenging your ideas? Are they inspiring you to reach new heights? Or are you the smartest person in the room? If you're the smartest person in the room, I've got news for you. You're in the wrong room. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being smart. There's nothing wrong with being the best at what you do. But if you're always the one with all the answers, if you're always the big fish in a small pond, you're doing yourself a disservice. Why? Because growth happens when we're challenged. It happens when we're pushed out of our comfort zones. It happens when we're surrounded by people who are doing better than us. Think about it. If you're always the teacher, when do you get to be the student? If you're always giving advice, when do you get to receive it? If you're always leading, when do you get to learn? Here's the truth. The most successful people in the world, the real game changers, they're not afraid to be the least knowledgeable person in the room. In fact, they seek it out. They understand that being around people who are smarter, more skilled, or more successful than them is the fastest way to level up. It's like what Jim Rohn said. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So ask yourself, are the people around you raising your average or lowering it? Now, I'm not saying you should ditch all your friends and only hang out with billionaires, but I am saying you need to be intentional about who you surround yourself with. Seek out people who challenge you, who inspire you, who make you think differently. Join that mastermind group you've been hesitating about. Attend that conference where industry leaders gather. Reach out to that mentor you've always admired. Put yourself in situations where you're not the expert, where you have room to grow. Because here's the secret. When you're around people who are doing better than you, it forces you to up your game. Their success becomes a new standard for what's possible. Their habits become examples for you to learn from. Their mindset becomes a blueprint for your own growth. And let me tell you something, it's not always comfortable. Being the least knowledgeable person in the room can be intimidating. It can make you feel inadequate or out of place. But that discomfort, that's where the magic happens. That's where real growth takes place. You can join a community of people who are dedicated on growing their income and minds. Go to coaching.yescolton.com and join today. Embrace it. Be hungry for it. Seek out those situations where you feel like you're in over your head, because that's how you become better. That's how you evolve. That's how you become the person you're meant to be. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a time and place for being the expert. If you're paid to teach, if you're in a position of leadership, then by all means, bring your A game. Share your knowledge. Guide others. But even then, even when you're at the top of your field, never stop being a student of the game. The moment you think you know it all is the moment you stop growing. So stay curious, stay hungry, always be on the lookout for new perspectives, new ideas, new ways of thinking. Remember, success leaves clues. So surround yourself with successful people and start picking up those clues. Learn from their wins, learn from their losses, absorb their wisdom like a sponge. And here's the beautiful thing. When you adopt this mindset, when you're always looking to learn and grow, you become magnetic. You attract other growth-minded individuals. You create a virtuous cycle of constant improvement. So I challenge you, starting today, seek out rooms where you're not the smartest person. Put yourself in situations that stretch you. Surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. Because at the end of the day, your potential is limitless, but it's up to you to tap into it. It's up to you to put yourself in environments that nurture that potential. It's up to you to be humble enough to learn, brave enough to be challenged, and wise enough to know that there's always room for growth. Remember, if you want to fly with the eagles, you can't keep scratching with the turkeys. So spread those wings, seek higher ground, and never ever stop learning. Your next level is waiting. Go get it. You can join a community of people who are dedicated on growing their income and minds. Go to coaching.yescolton.com and join today.